Welcome back to the Capital 10X interview series. We're very pleased today to have Jim Hesketh, the CEO and Director of Viva Gold, join us today. How's it going, Jim?
Doing really well. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Colorado.
Good, good. The weather's beautiful here as well, and we're very happy to have you join us. So, Jim, to start off, for anyone not familiar with Viva Gold, could you give us a brief overview of your Tonopah Gold project and what you're building there?
Yeah, Tonopah Gold is an advanced stage exploration project. We acquired it in 2017 with no appreciable resource. Since then, we've built a resource of over 600,000 ounces, with two-thirds of that being measured and indicated. And bottom line is fantastic infrastructure, paved road access, nearby commercial water access, power, the sort of location that you can actually build a mine at. And it's the state of Nevada. We're about a half hour's drive south of the Kinross Round Mountain gold mine, and it's mining country. So great opportunity. Since we declared our last resources, we've drilled about another 40 drill holes. And we're currently in the process of redoing our PEAs and resource estimate.
Excellent. And speaking about your results, your recent assay results read quite positive. So can you please explain the significance of them to our audience and then how you plan to use them to advance the project?
Yeah, those advanced holes were focused primarily on what we call a series of north-south splays. We've got two different orientations to mineralization on this project. We've got a primary orientation that's roughly east-west, and that is cut by a series of north-south oriented faults. The north-south mineralization is quite a bit higher grade. The Tonopah project has two types of mineralization, a high-grade population and a low-grade. The high-grade is about 50% of the ounces, but only 20% of the tons. The low-grade is 80% of the tons and 50% of the ounces. So this last drilling program focused on extending and doing step-outs on those high-grade zones, and we're quite successful with that work.
So, Jim, you have close to a 40-year track record of building mines and partnering with large companies. So, out of curiosity, what attracted you to this project?
Well, it was a project that I first visited back in 2007 as part of a merger review between a company I was running at the time, Canyon Resources, and Midway Gold. Midway Gold declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy back in 2014. I had kept my eye on this asset, and it became available through the court. So I acquired the asset at quite a bargain. It was about $3 an ounce of resource at the time. And it just presented a fantastic opportunity. I had a very strong feeling that we could increase the size of this, and like I said, it's in mining country. It's a place you can actually build a mine. There's an awful lot of projects out there that are popular in the press, but they'll never get built because there's no infrastructure. It's, millions of dollars worth of infrastructure required to even contemplate bringing the mines online, and that won't really occur. This location, great. We've got some of the best paid, most educated regulators in the world. They're busy. They've got a lot of projects on the go. And they know exactly what needs to be done to permit a mine and do it with a high degree of professional competency and, environmental consciousness. And that's exactly the type of regulator you want to see, and that's what we're blessed with at this site. So, like I said, again, it's a place where you can actually build a mine.
Right, right. The institutional ownership percentage of your shares is higher than what we typically see for a junior gold exploration company. So, from your perspective, Jim, what do you think they see in your company? And are there certain benefits from a funding or operational angle to have a strong group of institutions behind you?
Yeah, there's two reasons that we have pursued that type of ownership. Approximately 60% of our ownership is in four different institutional funds. And number one, in today's market, the retail is not so present, and a lot of the funding availability is coming from private equity funds. So that's an admission, and a goal there. We don't have, when we go to raise money, we've got a large percentage of it available from existing shareholders as a result of that concentration. So it's an ease of financing. And what they see in us is exactly what I said. It's a location you can build a mine. And, we're surrounded by development projects. So it's a value add game. As you move ahead on permitting and feasibility study, you remove the doubt, you de-risk the project, and the potential there is significant for a serious re-rating of the shares. And that's what the institutions see in us. The potential for a strong re-rating as we accomplish the goals.
And speaking of your great potential here, what are the key catalysts that you're looking forward to that investors should be aware of?
Yeah, the real catalysts, we've got it in process right now. We've just completed a couple of very positive drill programs. We'll come out with a new resource estimate probably around the September timeframe. And that'll rotate into a PEA, and we'll use that information to launch either a pre-feasibility or feasibility study, depending on how advanced the project looks in creating the PEA. But that'll allow us then to move into a reserve status for the project. And, that's a different category than just exploration. And really that's what we're aiming for. That's where you start to see the re-ratings occur. And we'll use that project, that work to move through the permitting process. And our baseline study work and work with the Bureau of Land Management, our chief regulator, is already very well advanced. So we can talk about that a bit too.
Excellent, excellent. Jim, to end things off here, could you give us a brief summary of what exposure you believe Viva offers to investors? So looking at the commodity, the stage of development, jurisdiction, going down the line.
Yeah, in terms of Viva, I believe that this can be has all the hallmarks of a good development project, and it can actually become a mine, the 1 in 100. So that's a key point. It's got, we understand the metallurgy. We're advanced on the environmental front. We don't see any red flag issues. And, location. This project has it. And, like I said, we're in mining country. So really, that's where you get the re-rating potential. It's not just an arm wave. This is something that you have to work for, and that's what we've been doing.
Great. This is some good information on your company background and projects, as well as key catalysts, which investors always love to hear. So we appreciate you taking the time with us here today, Jim. Thanks again.
Yeah, thank you very much.